Hello again, it's Lisa here with another channeled message for you. Thank you so much for the nice feedback on my other message and the people who were happy to hear me channel more. I am happy to do it, and I'm happy to avoid the purple boot from you know who. So I was just asking my group of guides and teachers who would like to come through today and what they'd like to talk about. And what I got was the Marys. So they come through to me as one energy. So Blessed Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene show up for me as one energy called the Marys. And they want to talk about love in the time of chaos. So let's do that. And so I'm going to ask you to actually do something before you listen to this message. I'm going to ask you to get grounded for just a moment and to close your eyes if you can, and imagine that you've got those beautiful, strong roots from the very bottoms of your feet going all the way down into the core of the earth, where the Divine Earth Mother greets you and takes those roots and wraps them around her big red crystal heart. She sends you up a brilliant blast of blue energy, beautiful blue, all the way up through the earth, up through the roots, up through your body. And then as it comes around your physical body, just imagine a swirl of blue coming around your body all the way up and all the way up until it forms almost like a cloud over your head. Then your crown chakra opens up at the top of your head. It opens up, and this beautiful gold light fills in the spaces with the blue. It mingles with the blue and fills in the spaces. And so this is a sacred space. And we will invite into our sacred space today the Marys, Mother Mary, Blessed Mother Mary, and Mary Magdalene, and any other high vibrational being who walks in the light of divine love, divine truth, and divine wisdom. Okay, so let's see what the Marys have to say. I will probably close my eyes for this one. All right, let's see what they have to say. Dear ones, it is our enormous pleasure to be here with you today, talking about chaos, love in the time of chaos. Chaos, especially because many of you on planet Earth, well, many of you have been living in a very chaotic situation, but there have been pockets of chaos. This is a global chaos. And so how do you allow your love, allow your unconditional love to stream forward when everything around you is divisive and chaotic and kind of crazy? So here's our suggestion for you. First of all, let's talk about this time of chaos, because as you know, and as Lisa has talked about before, it is a time of global transformation. And just in case you weren't sure, your soul volunteered to be here at this time for this event specifically, so that you could lend your beautiful energy into the collective to grow into a new world, a new space where love is the answer. Love is the primary motivating force. Currently, in your third dimension world, in your black and white world, it is not, unfortunately. And so when you look at all the chaos, and there's anger, there's so much anger. How do you find the love and the compassion in your heart, especially for those who are causing your consternation, whether they be politicians or family members or people who you believe just don't get what's going on, whatever it is? How do you find compassion in your heart? Should you find compassion? We'll always answer yes to that. We will always tell you that compassion, even as you send it out to another, compassion comes back to you and makes you, being in your own physical self, easier and less critical, less pointy, right? So when you find it in your heart to offer compassion, period, compassion, period, whoever it is, whatever it is, that compassion goes out to the person that you're sending it to, or you can send it to the world in general. And then it comes back around to you. So each time you do it, you also receive that compassion from your soul. We would tell you that compassion for those who are doing things that you judge wrong is probably one of the highest spiritual actions you could do. If you recall, Master Jesus said, "Bless them, Father, for they know not what they do." And you could say the same thing. Bless them, for they don't understand. Or they may only be acting in a way that they know of, that they understand. Many of you are acting out of fear. Many are acting out of feeling unsafe in the world. And so they do things that we all can judge as silly or not of the light. Bless them, because they're struggling too. When you see someone in your world spewing anger and hatred, bless them, because they are struggling. Their heart is hurting. And whether they believe in the same truth that is truth for you, it doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter whether or not you believe what they're saying or that you judge what they're saying as right or wrong. What matters is that you bless them. You send them compassion. You send them a heart opening in whatever way you choose to do it, because they are in pain on some level, in some way they are in pain. And your world sorely lacks compassion. We will say that to you. Your world sorely lacks compassion because you have been so taught to really look at things in that black and white, right or wrong way. And that's the way that you feel safe. True safety is not necessary, because true safety lives within you, that you will be okay regardless. You will be okay regardless. No one can give you that sense of safety, because if someone gives it to you, someone can also take it away. But if it lives within you, you can walk through the world with a different energy. And so from that space, you can offer compassion. And that, again, does not mean that you agree with them at all. It just means that you see their pain and that you too have pain sometimes, and you too act in ways that are unloving, uncompassionate. You've done that. All of you have done that. It's a human thing. And so what if some random person in the world sent compassion in your direction and made your life just a little bit easier? You won't know that somebody's whipping you out a ball of compassion. You won't know that, but you will know that you can breathe a little easier inside yourself. So you be the one to send the compassion out, especially to those who really get under your skin, who for whatever reason poke those spaces within you that hurt, that cause you rage. Those are the ones, because you also need that compassion. So if you want to look at it like you're giving it to yourself, you can do that, but it's a bonus that you can send it out into the world to those that can use it. And here's the other piece. You can just send it out and ask the universe to take it wherever it's most needed. You don't have to know all the answers. You don't have to know that. You can just add your compassion into the stream that already exists. It already exists. Universe, God, Mother, Father, God, I am sharing compassion from my heart today to whomever needs it, in whatever way they need it. And I put it in the stream of light and love so that those who need it can take from it. And that those who have extra to give can put it into the stream once again. And that stream can go around and around and around your planet. In chaos, compassion, that's the answer. So in a chaotic world, wherever you are, online, out in town, and perhaps you see a fight break out, perhaps you see people yelling. It's a beautiful time to offer compassion. Because compassion, we will say this before we end, compassion comes without judgment. It comes without judgment, therefore you should send it without judgment. Compassion is just, I see you. I see you. I see you in your pain. I see you in your joy. I see you in your grief. I see you in your rage. I see you. That's all compassion is. I see you. And how many of you long to be seen in a way of love? When someone looks at you, and you may have had that experience, when someone looks at you and they just love you, they just love the hell out of you. How good is that feeling? How strong is that feeling? That's what you're offering. And that can be your contribution to bring the chaos down a few notches, wherever you are, wherever you can do it. So that's our message today, is to offer compassion and add it into the stream that already exists. Send it without judgment, receive it without judgment, and allow yourself to receive that unconditional love. We thank you for listening to our message today. Okay. Oh, so that's good. I sometimes, the feeling that comes through when I channel is big love, and it causes tears. When Master Jesus comes through, it's like so much love, I can't hold it in my body. And so the message about the compassion coming back around, I thought was beautiful, but I thought it was especially interesting about that when you see someone doing something hurtful to another, they're in pain. And instead of fighting back, getting angry, getting all riled up inside of you, just stop for a moment and then offer compassion. One of the things I do is there are a few people in my town who have Trump flags hanging out as I go down the street. And at first I was really ragey about it. I'm sorry if you're a Trump fan, I am not. I was very ragey about it. And then my guys were like, yeah, that's a lot of wasted energy there. All right. So I just send love. I put love into the stream every time I drive by that flag. I just hold my hand up and I beam love from my hand and I direct it into the stream that's already existing, like the stream of compassion. The stream of love already exists. So just put a little dollop of love into that stream. When you see something that really, like the Mary said, that really aggravates you, that energy, turn to love and direct it out into the stream. You'll feel better. I feel immensely better. You know, in the scheme of things, it may not do anything that I'm sending love out. It makes me happy, right? It makes me feel like I'm doing something. By the way, did you notice I have better hair today? Roots, but better hair, makeup. I hope you all appreciate that. Anyway, that's the message for today. Thank you so much for listening, and I will be back on Friday to share another message with you. So we'll see who comes through, or maybe it'll just be me in my infinite wisdom. Bye. Can't find the end button. Bye.